Hey guys, how's it going? It's Sean. So in this interview, we explore the difference in sense of humor between countries all around the world and Korea. During my 7+ years living here, I've definitely noticed a big difference. One thing you're going to hear a lot in this video is dark humor and sarcasm. For those who are not familiar with these concepts, I'm going to give you an example right now. A good dark humor joke would be, give a man a match and he'll be warm for a few hours. Light a man on fire and he'll be warm for the rest of his life. An example of a sarcastic joke would be, I can totally keep secrets. It's the people who I tell them to who can't. These types of jokes are very funny to many young Western people.
그리고 저는 요즘 멤버십 프로그램을 하고 있는데 새로 영상을 올릴 때마다 영어 대본과 한영 자막을 자유롭게 설정할 수 있는 영상도 멤버들에게 올려드릴게요. 관심 있으시면 아래 설명을 참고해주세요.
Let us see then what people from all around the world living in Korea have to say about their experience of humor in Korea. Let's begin.
Alright, so hi guys, we're out here in Hongdae interviewing foreigners on what they think about sense of humor in Korea. What's your name?
Michael.
Michael, and you're from where again?
Scotland.
And how long have you lived in Korea so far?
Just over 10 years.
10 years, wow. What's the biggest difference in sense of humor that you realize between Scotland and Korea?
Well, I think Koreans like more slapstick humor. They like more physical jokes. They like the humor to be loud. They want to laugh loudly about it. But in the UK or Scotland, where I'm from, they kind of like more subtle kind of sarcasm, irony in the humor. Less obvious.
Less obvious. Something that you have to think about, and then it's kind of funny.
You might not realize someone's making a joke about you until you think about it.
I see. Has there been any times where you tried to make a joke here, but no one laughs at all?
Oh, definitely. I think so. I might, if I'm at work and I'm, talking about the students, and I make a kind of joke about a student that's, I expect them to kind of laugh about it, because obviously not meant to be taken seriously, but then they'll kind of nod and go, oh, okay, I should take that into consideration. Okay.
But you're trying to make a joke or make them laugh.
Yeah, make a joke about it.
I see. That's interesting. Yeah. How about something that on the more serious tone, that you can joke about in Scotland, but that you can't joke about in Korea at all? Like, it's serious.
Oh, that's a hard one, because it depends on the person. As people in Scotland, they can be, it's like kind of any topics, like religion or politics. In Scotland, I think generally people are more open to laughing about those kinds of things, but everyone in Korea is different. Not everyone has the same reaction. Some people, if you joke about North Korea or religion, they might not mind. They might find it funny too. But some people, they might come from a very conservative background here, so they might not see the funny side of it. They might want to change subject.
Change subjects a bit. Or awkward silence, or that's not funny, or whatever.
Or maybe it gets lost in translation. So they don't kind of understand it's just a joke.
Yeah, I see. Of course, I've had a lot of times like that too. So you like your experience here so far in Korea?
Yeah, it's pretty good. Yeah, especially living in Seoul. It's kind of, you've got everything at your doorstep. Yeah.
Hongdae.
Yeah, Hongdae. Well, I live kind of close to here, and I've got everything I could need nearby. So it's a really good area to live in.
Of course. Nightlife, man.
Yeah, nightlife. Yeah. Well, it's been a while, but especially these times. Not much nightlife, but I think Hongdae has a lot to offer other than nightlife. It's got a lot of good cafes and restaurants. So.
All right, thank you for your time, and hope you have a great day. Thank you. How long have you been in Korea so far?
I've been here for 5 months.
So while you've been trying to make new Korean friends, talking with them, what's the biggest difference that you've realized between sense of humor in your country and in Korea?
Sense of humor in my country, which is Switzerland, is we use a lot of sarcasm. Like, we make a lot of jokes.
Yeah.
Also, like at the workplace and with friends. For my Korean friends, I make jokes, but they maybe don't understand and don't laugh because of the difference between cultures, I guess.
Yeah.
It was a bit awkward at the beginning.
Yeah.
But you get used to it, and you could get used to their humor too, like what they want to talk about. And
maybe stuff that you can't joke about in Korea, or you can't joke about in your country. How about the difference between that?
Maybe you shouldn't joke about stuff like guns or shootings. because it's a sensitive topic, so we don't really joke about that. With close friends, it's fine. Don't do it with like people you don't know well. I mean, I noticed that generally when I speak with Koreans, they have less emotions.
Less emotions.
I'm not saying like they don't have emotions, just like in their face and they, how do you say it? Facial expressions.
Yeah, facial expressions. Yeah.
Yeah, they're less excited. Yeah, and I thought joke less excited maybe, or probably they just are excited, but they just don't show it that much as Europeans do.
Thank you for taking your time to do the interview.
Yeah, sure.
Yep. Give us a thumbs up. Thank you.
Thank you.
All right. Hey everyone, we're out here in Hongdae today, and we're interviewing foreign students on what they think about humor in Korea. And where are you guys from?
Denmark.
Sweden.
Germany.
And then you guys have been here since August, you said, all of you guys? Yeah, August.
Danish humor is way more dark and self-deprecating than Korean humor. Yeah.
Self-deprecating?
Yes.
In what way? In what way?
Like the British way, sort of.
The British way?
Yeah. You sort of make fun of yourself.
Make fun of myself.
Yeah.
German humor tends to be very dry, and especially when it comes to German history, we tend to be very very considerate.
Yeah,
but here in Korea, there are some jokes about it, and Koreans tend to make the jokes when they are with the German people.
Where are you guys from?
We're from Spain.
From Spain. And how long have you been here in Korea?
3-4 months.
Do you have a lot of Korean friends?
Yeah, quite a bit.
Quite a bit.
A few of them.
And so while you've been like trying to make Korean friends and like trying to learn the language and trying to assimilate in the culture, what's the biggest difference that you've realized between sense of humor in your country and in Korea?
You know, basically in Spain, I think the sense of humor is really inside jokes.
Inside jokes.
And also sarcasm.
Sarcasm. A lot of sarcasm?
A lot of sarcasm. Like in daily life, every question, like every sentence that you say, it has some of sarcasm. And here we've tried sometimes like to joke, but it's suddenly like, oh, they are taking seriously what I'm saying, and it's not that way.
I see. So like you've tried to make a sarcastic joke and then they're just like an awkward silence.
Yeah.
Goodness. How about like the opposite way where Koreans have tried to make you laugh, but it wasn't even funny at all?
No, but like in Spanish we have like this really stupid humor that we laugh at everything mostly.
Yeah. Well, like making fun of someone's weight or like if they're ugly or whatnot.
No, that's too harsh.
That's too harsh. How about, you know, things that you can't joke about in Korea?
In Korea, maybe I can imagine like something like in between like North Korea, maybe.
Oh, jokes about North Korea. Okay.
Or Japan.
Or Japan even. Oh, that's a big one, yeah.
So maybe that's two things that maybe are quite here in Korea. Yeah.
All right, I love it. I love what you guys said. And you guys have loved your time here in Korea so far? It's been great.
Yeah.
All right, when are you guys going back?
Summer.
Hope you guys have a great experience here in Korea, and thank you for coming out today. Thank you. What do you think is the biggest difference between sense of humor in your country and Korea?
Wow. So I'm American, and I think in America they care a lot about what other people think. So the sense of humor has really morphed in America to become more like less about people's appearances or sexual identity or anything like that. But I noticed here in Korea they haven't really gotten there yet. So you'll hear like some of the kind of old-fashioned jokes that we maybe would have heard in like the 80s or 90s in America. Yeah.
As for example, what kind of jokes would those be?
Racist type ones?
Racist jokes? Okay.
I don't know, something about like the color of people's skin, like how like lighter skin is like considered prettier or like darker skin's considered
I see,
like not as pretty or something. Yeah, I don't know. I can't really think of them on the spot, but I just have noticed that.
I see.
Yeah.
How about like weight? Someone's weight,
like that. Yeah, weight and stuff. I've seen that as well. Yeah.
How about times where you've tried to make a joke here, but people don't understand like the context or like what it is? Have there been any times like that?
Yeah, I think it's just because American slang is really weird. Yeah. So like, I'll just say something like, oh, it's been a minute, or like, I have some hot tea, and then they'll have no idea what I'm talking about.
Or even sarcasm, you know, because sarcasm is like a very American thing.
Yeah, I agree.
I see. Or how about times where Koreans have tried to make a joke to you, but like you had no idea what they're even trying to...
Yeah, that probably has happened. I don't remember the joke because I didn't understand it. Yeah.
Of course, yeah. If you understood it, you would remember it. But
I don't think they're malicious in any way, and I would not like get mad at anyone. I just feel like they're probably just they don't see as many different types of people, and that's probably why, because it's like a homogenous country.
Yeah.
So I don't necessarily
Hasn't evolved yet.
It hasn't evolved, exactly. I don't necessarily blame them, and I don't like get like super angry, but I would say like we are in 2020, so just like think about some stuff before you say it.
All
but
right.
yeah, that's about it.
Good thoughts on that. Yeah. And so you've liked your time here in Korea so far as a student?
Yeah, I love it. I mean, that's why I'm here. I haven't left yet.
That's great. How long have you been here?
So I was here 3 years ago for like 5 months, and then now I've only been here for a month since I got here.
Thank you so much for taking time to interview today.
No problem.
Thumbs up. Thank you. Where are you from?
New Zealand.
New Zealand. How long have you been in Korea?
3 years.
3 years so far. Oh, so you've been here quite a while. How about, where are you from?
I'm from Incheon.
Incheon?
Yes, Korea.
And you are Korean?
Yes, I'm Korean.
And so, you know, as friends, and while you're talking and you're trying to make jokes, you know, sometimes, what are some differences in humor that you guys have realized between your country and Korea?
New Zealanders are super sarcastic. Like really dark humor and lots of sarcasm, which is hard to translate across. Yeah.
She makes like constant like sarcastic jokes all the time. Yeah, I think that's the difference between like Korean and other foreigners.
So in general, overall, just sarcasm in jokes.
Sarcasm, yeah.
How about the other way around, where you've tried to make a joke to her and she has no idea what you're talking about?
Has that happened before?
I think so, yeah.
Really?
I think it's just how like it translates across, because the cultural differences.
Cultural differences.
It's like I lived in China as well, and they didn't get sarcasm either.
Oh, really?
We had to like explain what sarcasm was. So yeah.
I see. So in general, sarcasm is very like a Western kind of humor, you know what I'm saying? Where are you from again?
France.
And so, how long have you been in Korea so far?
I've been there since August.
Since August, I see. So you've been here for a while. So while you're living here in Korea and you're trying to make friends and, you know, talk with them a lot, learn the Korean language, what's the biggest difference that you've realized between sense of humor in your country and in Korea?
I think like in French we tend to be a bit more sarcastic.
Sarcastic?
Yeah.
Okay. Can you give me some examples of like French humor?
Like we tend to make sometimes dark humor, you know, with Corona right now. Sometimes I was watching a YouTube video the other day, and someone made a joke about like Corona. You would think that it's not really a good thing to do with all the death and all of that, but like it's okay because we know it's a joke, you know.
What can you not joke about in France?
Don't make racist joke or homophobic joke. I mean, that's obvious everywhere.
Thank you for taking your time to interview today. Thank you.
Thank you so much for watching, everyone. Once again, I'm Sean, and I'll see you in the next video. Bye.